You are standing inside your own CrossFit gym in suburban Denver at 5:52 in the morning. The garage doors are rolled up. Cold air mixes with chalk dust. 18 people are stretching under fluorescent lights, and you know every single one of their names. You put $340,000 into this room. The whiteboard behind you says 148 members. At $175 a month, that is $25,900 in recurring revenue. Your wife is behind the front desk. She quit her physical therapy job 4 months ago to run this, full-time in the Oakengold. The 6 a.m. class finishes the WOD. Barbells drop. Someone turns up the speaker. A woman in the front row high-fives the person next to her, then walks to you, hands you a coffee, and says, "Best hour of my day." She has been saying that since month 2. She is not on your payroll. She is not a coach. But she organizes Saturday cookouts, welcomes new members by name, and runs the group chat that has 112 people in it. You built this, both of you. He left a $105,000 recruiting job. She left $88,000 in physical therapy. You pooled $180,000 in savings and took a $160,000 SBA loan. The business plan said break even at 120 members. You hit 148 in 14 months. The community did what communities do. It grew. The gym was full. The owners felt invincible. Those two feelings are not the same thing. Month 16. Revenue is strong, but the margin is not what you expected. You sit down with QuickBooks on a Sunday night and realize something uncomfortable. Rent is $6,800. Coach payroll for 4 part-time coaches is $9,200. The CrossFit affiliate fee is $300 a month. Insurance, utilities, equipment maintenance, software. By the time you add it all up, your take-home as a couple is $4,100. Combined, you were making $16,000 a month between your old jobs. So you do what every business owner does when margins feel thin. You look for places to cut. And the first line item that catches your eye is the one that looks like low-hanging fruit. Coach payroll. The 6 a.m. class has 22 regulars, but only needs 1 coach. The 8 p.m. class has 9 people. You could cut the 8 p.m. entirely and save $1,400 a month. Then you look at the 6 a.m. slot. If you coach it yourself, you save another $1,200. There is a woman who has been at that 6 a.m. class since your 2nd month of operation. She is 44 years old. She drives 22 minutes each way. She is not a coach. She is not paid a cent, but she is the reason half that class exists. She organized the Saturday events. She built the group chat. She texted new members after their first class to say welcome. She remembered birthdays. She is the connective tissue of your gym, and she never sent you an invoice. She was not an employee. She was the product. Month 18. You raise membership from $175 to $214, a 22% increase. You do not add a single new class, a single new piece of equipment, or a single new coach. You email members a PDF explaining rising operational costs. 3 people cancel that week. You think that is manageable. What you do not notice is what the remaining members say to each other in the group chat you do not control. Then you introduce a new tier, Founding Member Plus. The language suggests it rewards loyalty. The math reveals it penalizes it. Members who joined in the first year now pay more per class than new members on a promotional rate. The 6 a.m. crew leader reads the new tier structure at her kitchen table on a Tuesday night. She does not text you. She texts the group chat. The message is 5 sentences long. It ends with, "I think they forgot who built this place." You do not see that message until the next morning. By then, 47 people have reacted to it. 11 have replied. 4 of those replies include the phrase, "I have been thinking the same thing." You read it standing at the front desk before the 5:30 class arrives. Your wife looks over your shoulder. Neither of you says anything. The 6 a.m. class the next day has 14 people instead of 22. You tell yourself it is a holiday week. It is not a holiday week. Here is the financial architecture of a CrossFit gym that nobody puts in the Instagram post. The affiliate fee is $3,600 a year. That part is simple. Everything after that is where the math turns. Let me show you where every dollar of that $340,000 actually went. Every dollar of that $340,000 accounted for. $210,000 went into things bolted to the concrete: the rig, the pull-up bars, the rubber flooring, the roll-up doors. None of it generates a dollar without people walking through them at 5:45 every morning. And those people do not come because of your equipment. They come because of each other. This is the structural truth that CrossFit's own model depends on, but never says out loud. A traditional gym sells access to machines. Churn is individual. One person cancels, nobody else notices. CrossFit sells belonging. Members do not join a gym, they join a crew. And when one person in that crew leaves, it is not a single cancellation, it is a fracture event. The average CrossFit gym has 110 to 130 members, according to affiliate survey data. Boutique fitness churn runs 30 to 40% per year, per IHRSA. But CrossFit churn does not move like a traditional gym. It moves in clusters. Members join together, they train together, they leave together. One departure can trigger 8 to 14 more within 6 weeks. That is not a retention problem. That is a structural vulnerability baked into the product. The difference between how a regular gym loses members and how a CrossFit gym loses them. That chart explains why the CrossFit affiliate closure rate has been devastating. Approximately 25% of US affiliates have shut down since 2020. Not because people stopped wanting fitness, because the community model, the very thing that makes CrossFit magnetic, is also the thing that makes it fragile. You are not selling reps, you are selling relationships, and relationships do not belong to you. Then the 6 a.m. crew leader did not show up on a Monday. Week 1, after her departure, the 6 a.m. class has 11 people. The group chat, the one with 112 members, goes quiet for 2 days. Then a new group chat appears. You are not in it, she is. You find out about it from a coach who screenshots a message and sends it to you without comment. By end of week 2, 3 more members from the 6 a.m. crew have canceled. They do not give reasons. The cancellation form on your software has a drop-down menu. All 3 select Other. You call one of them, she picks up. She says it just does not feel the same anymore. She does not say the crew leader's name. She does not have to. Week 4, 7 total cancellations, all from the 6 a.m. or Saturday open gym crew. All members who joined through word of mouth, not through your Instagram ads or your Google listing. They joined because someone they trusted told them to. That someone is now at a competitor gym 12 minutes away. She did not recruit them. She just posted a photo of herself doing a clean and jerk with the caption, "Found my people again." You sit across from your wife at the kitchen table on a Thursday night. The laptop is open between you. The membership count shows 134. 14 members gone in 6 weeks. At $214 each, that is $2,996 a month you are no longer collecting. $35,952 a year. Neither of you says it, but you both know the operating reserve is already gone. The SBA payment does not negotiate. Your head coach sends a text at 9:47 p.m. "Hey, just want to be real with you. Should I be looking for another gym? I'm hearing things and I just want to know where we stand." You type 3 different responses. You delete all of them. You put the phone face down on the counter. This is what your bank account looked like after the community fractured. $2,476, split between 2 people who gave up a combined $193,000 in salary. That is $12.38 per person per hour, assuming they each work 50 hours a week. The SBA loan has $127,000 remaining. The equipment has a resale value of roughly 30 cents on the dollar. The lease has 4 years left. You start coaching the 6 a.m. class yourself to save $1,200 a month. You are now the owner, the head coach, the marketing department, the janitor, and the person who mops the rubber floor at 9 p.m. Your wife handles billing, social media, and member onboarding. You stopped going out on weekends. Date night is inventory night. The alarm goes off at 4:45 a.m., 7 days a week. The passion that opened the gym is now the obligation that traps you inside it. Month 22. A new CrossFit affiliate opens 4 miles away. The owner is a 29-year-old former college athlete with a trust fund and zero debt. He prices memberships at $159. He hires 3 full-time coaches. He has an espresso machine in the lobby. 6 of your remaining members visit his open house on a Saturday. 2 of them switch the following Monday. You cannot lower your price to match because your cost structure will not allow it. You cannot add amenities because your reserve is gone. You cannot hire better coaches because your payroll is already bleeding. The competitor did not beat you with a better product. He beat you with a cleaner balance sheet. And the community you built, the community you treated as an asset to extract from, proved it was never yours to begin with. They did not lose a customer. They lost a crew. And a crew does not give 2 weeks' notice. There is a version of this story where it does not end this way. Not because the couple was smarter, because they built differently from the start. The owners who survive community-based fitness do 3 things that this couple did not. First, they never cut the class that holds the strongest community bond, even when the spreadsheet says it is the easiest save. The $1,200 saved is never worth the $35,000 in cascade churn it risks. Second, they give their most influential members a role, not a paycheck, but a title, a voice, a seat at the table when pricing changes are discussed. Third, they diversify revenue beyond memberships. Personal training, nutrition coaching, branded merchandise, competitions. The gym that survives has at least 30% of revenue from non-membership sources. What they built versus what would have survived. They did none of those things. They built a box. They filled it with people. They watched the people turn into a family. Then they raised the rent on the family without asking whether the family would stay. The family did what families do when they feel used. They found somewhere else to belong. 25% of CrossFit affiliates in the United States have closed since 2020. The ones that survived did not survive because they had better equipment, better coaches, or better programming. They survived because they understood one thing. Community is not an asset you own. Community is a relationship you maintain. The moment you optimize it for margin, you convert a relationship into a transaction, and transactions can be canceled. Somewhere in suburban Denver, a 36-year-old couple drives past a building with a faded CrossFit sign. The roll-up doors are down, the parking lot is empty. The lease has 3 years remaining. The SBA loan has $109,000 left on it. He is back in corporate recruiting. She went back to physical therapy. They do not talk about the gym at dinner. The chalk bucket is still by the front door. Nobody is reaching into it. The 6 a.m. crew leader is at a different gym now. She still organizes Saturday events. She still runs a group chat. She still remembers birthdays. She did not take anything that belonged to them. She took herself. And the people who followed her did not follow because she recruited. They followed because she was the reason they showed up in the first place. The next time someone tells you they want to open a CrossFit gym, ask them one question. Who owns the community? If the answer is, we do, they have already made the mistake. The community owns itself. The only question is whether it chooses to stay.